Your girl is pumped because Foodbeast has challenged me to create a plant-based dish. Check out what I got cooking up for y'all today. Haitian jackfruit enchiladas. Saute some oil in onions and red bell pepper. Cook these all down with some chopped up jackfruit. And next we're gonna move on to our poule en sauce. This is what's gonna give that fierce, fabulous flavor that comes from traditional Haitian cuisine. Thyme, oregano, and parsley, so fresh. Add in your herbs as well as maple syrup and vegetable broth. Mix it together, pour it into your pan, and you best believe we're putting some potatoes up in here. Let it cook on down in that poule en sauce. Load up the tortilla and build your enchiladas with sauce, stuffed tortillas, and vegan cheese. Bake it up. I just love this mango salsa. This is what's gonna go on top of our enchiladas for a little bit of freshness and color. Let's build up our enchiladas with our mango salsa and vegan feta cheese. I hope you all adore this rainbow-tastic recipe so near and dear to my heart. Dig on in and enjoy, my loves.
Today I'm following a viral vegan recipe for queso fresco that's made entirely of almonds. Completely dairy-free, no milk, just almonds. In a blender, put in raw almonds, just make sure that they're peeled, a cup of water, the juice of a large lime, and a tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt. Blend it up until it's completely smooth. If you give it a taste, you're gonna recognize that salty and tangy flavor from the queso fresco that you love. Then in a cold saucepan, you're gonna put in water, cornstarch, and agar powder. I got this from Amazon and it's basically a vegan substitute for gelatin. Mix everything well and then turn on your heat. Constantly mix it for about 5 minutes until you see a bubble and turn thick. Quickly mix it into your almond mixture because this stuff solidifies pretty fast. You're gonna put a damp cheesecloth over a mold. This will give it that nice queso fresco texture and then pour it all in there. I let mine chill overnight and it turned out amazing. You can add this to anything. I tried it out on some tacos de frijoles with some salsa, bomb. I even made a giant torta with all of my favorite fillings. We've got some soy chorizo, nopales, beans, avocado salsa, and the vegan queso fresco. And trust me, it tastes just like the real thing.
Hi everyone, who's ready to make a plant-based nacho burger? First, you're going to start off with slicing some tomatoes, then you're going to cut some onions too, and of course, you cannot forget the avocado. So much cheaper to add this to your burger at home. Now time to grab your favorite plant-based patty. I'm using one by Good & Gather. You're going to cook it on each side for 4 minutes, and for me, I made 2 patties. Next, don't forget to butter your buns. Then you're going to toast those babies butter side down for 30 seconds. And for the fun part, we are going to build this bad boy. You're going to start off with the bottom bun, a patty, a tostada for crunch, another patty, some slices of onions, then a tomato. Don't forget to add those avocado slices on there. And then of course you gotta add some jalapenos, pickled jalapenos to be specific. Adds a nice little spice. Make sure to heat up your nacho cheese. I'm using one by Loca Food. Then you're gonna pour that all over your burger. Don't be shy, pour it all over. Come on, I know you love nacho cheese because I do. You're gonna top that with a bun, and there you have it. You have a beautiful plant-based nacho burger. So good. I can't believe this is 100% vegan.
Do you want to learn how to make vegan al pastor nachos?
Look at that.
Here's how. To make vegan al pastor, I use soy curls in place of meat. I rehydrated them, prepped my dry guajillos, and in the meantime, I made my queso. I keep it super simple with the ingredients shown here. Honestly, the best queso. For the chile, I added in the peppers, water, white vinegar, garlic, oregano, pepper, and a bay leaf. I then drained and dried my soy curls and tore any big chunks. To cook, add oil, the soy curls, the chile, some seasoning salt, grilled diced pineapple, and diced onion, and cook until charred like this. Wow, it smells like my childhood. Now to assemble, I added tortilla chips, queso, beans, al pastor, cashew sour cream, pico de gallo, and guac. I chose to make al pastor because I am a vegan Mexican, and fun fact, my parents are taqueros and own a taco truck. I like to veganize their recipes and my culture with a twist.
Look at that.
Foodbeast challenged us to make vegan recipes. I'm doing an eggplant parm Pop-Tart. Starting off with a cashew mozzarella, stick in kappa carrageenan. This is a starch that's going to help form the cheese, make it thick. Nutritional yeast for a little bit of flavor, salt, vinegar, lemon juice. You need to soak the cashews in boiling water to get rid of some of the flavor. Add in your cashews, add in some fresh water. Get your mixture into a pan and keep stirring it until it forms one nice stretchy mass. Get that into a container and let it chill. Now for your pastry dough, mix together olive oil, red wine, and sugar. Then add in your dry ingredients. Mix that in 2 batches. Rest in the fridge for at least 15 minutes. In the meantime, we can fry up some eggplant. It's simple: flour, vegan egg, and breadcrumb. Just get it golden on both sides. Now to make the Pop-Tarts. So I laid that down, put a slice of eggplant, spoon some homemade marinara sauce on top, and then add a slice of your vegan cheese. Make sure all of the sides are sealed, and then get it into the oven at 375. Take it out, add some more marinara, a little more vegan cheese, and some dried oregano, then back in the oven for another 10 minutes. My favorite part about this is the pastry. It's super flaky, it has a nice consistency to it. The inside is just full of so much flavor from the sauce, the cheese, the eggplant. It's so oozy. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Now what I've got to offer is a spicy mapo tofu sloppy joe. 3 teaspoons of Szechuan peppercorns, 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of minced ginger, some grated vegan cheese, cubed tofu, a pack of your preferred plant-based ground meat. I used Impossible meat. Then you're gonna heat cooking oil and the Szechuan peppercorns over medium-high heat. Save it for garnish later. Combine the garlic, 3 tablespoons of doubanjiang, which is spicy chili bean paste, 2 teaspoons of sambal chili, and then fry that off on medium for a couple minutes. Then in goes the ground meat and about a 1/4 teaspoon of five spice. Cook the meat for a couple more minutes, then add 2 teaspoons of Shaoxing wine, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and a splash of black vinegar. Add in the cubed tofu and let it all simmer for about 10 minutes. You're gonna wanna get some potato buns, spread some spicy mayo, and toast them. Now build this sloppy Costa like you mean it with the vegan cheese, green onions, and the Szechuan peppercorns that you fried off earlier, because that numbing sensation is extra crucial. Enjoy, my pals, and make sure to take that Foodbeast worthy bite.
Here's how I created my bomb vegan birria queso tacos. Alright guys, let's get started. So for the birria sauce, all the ingredients that you need will be on the screen. For your jackfruit, make sure that it's rinsed and dried. First, you want to deseed your chiles and boil them until tender. Add 2 cups of water with the boiled chiles, garlic, onion, especias mixtas with oregano, orange juice, and vinegar, and blend until smooth. You want to strain it. And then for the jackfruit, you want to brown it with a bit of butter, salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Add your jackfruit and birria sauce in a pot and cook for 20 minutes on medium heat, and you should end up with a beautiful birria like this. Dip your tortillas in the birria. I'm using Daya cheese. Add your birria and let it get crispy. Serve with onion, cilantro, lime, and chile. Also a side of the consomme that you made to dip your tacos in. Alright guys, those were all of our recipes. Let us know down in the comments which one was your favorite. Enjoy!